everybody, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel, Joe Knows Adventure. And today, my adventure is taking you to Sitka, Alaska, our first port stop on the Norwegian Joy, which we were on September the 10th through the 19th out of Seattle. So this is all about our port stop getting into the port of Seattle. And before I get started and showing it all that day that we did, let's discuss subscribing. You know the drill. You got to give me a thumbs up. You got to share with whoever. If you know somebody that's going to Alaska next year, planning a trip, or just curious about what the Norwegian Joy has to offer, share my videos. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. It doesn't, it just shows up on your feed that I just dropped another video. But you guys are going to help me get that 1,000 subscribers. As of today, as of this, I have 979 subscribers. So come on now. I got 21 more to go for 1,000, and you can help me reach there, right? And for those who have already subscribed and shared and commented and given me thumbs up, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because of you, you're helping my videos grow and share out there with people. All right, so let's get started with our day in Sitka. And I'll see you on the other side. Good morning. Today is Friday. Today is the 12th of September, and we're heading into our first port of Sitka. And we're starting to see more. We're on the port side, so we mostly see ocean, but we're starting to see a little bit of land this morning. I'm going to take my shower and then I'll get back with you guys. Well, good morning from almost Sitka. We're still coming in. We should be arriving in about an hour and a half, and we have a full day in Sitka. So this is Friday. This is September the 12th of 2025. So we had a good breakfast already this morning. We got dressed to beat some of the crowd and went to the local, which pretty much is a set menu, kind of a quick in and out, so to speak. So we didn't go to the cafeteria. We went to the cafeteria yesterday, and that was kind of an adventure. This ship is full, so everybody was out into the cafeteria. So if you want to do that in the morning, go early, wake up and go early. We kind of slept in yesterday morning and didn't catch the early rise out there. But today we did, and although local had a few people there, it wasn't packed and there was no waiting. So it was good to get a good breakfast. And of course, I'll show you pictures of our breakfast. So this is what I'm wearing today. I have just a light t-shirt on underneath this flannel, and I just have some jeans and these tennis shoes. These tennis shoes are good for if it's raining out. They're not water resistant, but I've walked in them in the rain. These were my shoes that I took to Iceland, so a good cruise there. Let me go ahead and take you outside on the balcony and show you what we see right now. Of course, it's windy, so you're going to hear the wind, but I just wanted to show you what the weather looks like out there now. We've been fortunate. It just had sprinkled here a little bit during the day yesterday, but we might be okay for a good part of the day today, not to get too much rain. But it's nice to see the mountains again instead of just the ocean. We're on the port side, like I mentioned earlier, and we have just been looking at water, so it's kind of nice. And it is a light sprinkle, misty. I think it's just from the clouds, not so much that it's raining. But this is a good opportunity to see if there's any whales or orcas or anything like that jumping out there. So we're kind of keeping our eye out for that. I hadn't heard that there's any spotting of whales going out and about. But yeah, we're heading in. It'd be nice to get off the ship and experience a little bit of Alaska. Anyway, we don't have anything planned so much in Sitka. No excursions. There is a shuttle bus that you have to take into downtown, so we will be doing that. I did schedule that. It's free to schedule the time, so we dock about 10, and then they'll say that we can get off the ship, and then our shuttle time is after 11. So then we have all aboard time, I think it's at 4. So, or 3:30, we depart at 4. So I'll verify that. Let me do that. Oh, I'm mistaken. All aboard time is 5:30. But tonight we have dinner with the officers, and that's at 5:15. So of course we'll be back on the ship, before that, since we don't have an excursion. Just enjoy Sitka and the history of Sitka. So of course I'm taking you along with me. Let's go. So I've noticed that we've slowed down. We've been traveling about anywhere between 19 and 21 knots, and right now we're going 11 knots. So that's why we don't see any wave break from the ship.
How many whales do you see?
I was watching for the tails and I missed it. I've been to Sitka once before, probably 15 years ago. And what I remember most was all the little islands as you come in. This is my 4th time to Alaska, but only my 2nd time to Sitka. And I just love it. You can't explain this beauty. You can stand out on the balcony all this time and just watch everything go by. It's just beautiful. I think the sun is shining a little bit. I think we might be fortunate not to have rain. Of course, you never know. It changes. It's changed in the last 10 minutes here on the ship. So anyway, I think this is just beautiful. And they say the best way to look for eagles is look for little golf balls in the trees because of the white crown on the eagle heads. And the population of eagles is very high here in Alaska, especially these port cities that we're going to. So, gosh guys, hope you're enjoying this as much as I am showing it to you. next to Regent. Just pulling in. We're off the ship. It's 10:30 in the morning and we have a full day just exploring. We look like little tiny ants next to this big old boat.
So we had a reservation for 11 o'clock. There were two lines, one with reservation and one without reservation. With reservation, you had priority bus. The shuttle bus took about 15 minutes along the bay and it dropped us off in town. Wow, I couldn't have asked for a prettier day to be on Sitka. Of course, it could rain at any moment, but for now, it's really nice. So right now, we're heading towards the nature walk. And if we want to go into the Raptor Center, that's this way. But beautiful day. All right, so the shuttle bus brought us in to this area right here, and there's a big marina. And some ships park out here and take tender in, but our ship was parked out here. So the shuttle bus, like I said, was free, and they brought us over here. We decided that we wanted to go to the park, the Sitka National Park. So we took the road here and walked along the bay and then got here. And they have a wonderful visitor center here. Really tells the story of the Tlingit Indians, which was very interesting for Jim, of course, because he's a Native American. So we spent some time in there. And then from there, we went ahead and did this whole trail along here, the many totem poles. And then there was a battle site here, which is a big open area. There used to be a fort there, and that was the Battle of Sitka site, which was interesting. And then we walked along here, and of course the salmon were running. So that was very interesting to be able to walk up on here and see the salmon with a lot of eagles and birds along here as well. And then we just walked back and caught the shuttle back in. We didn't spend much time within the city itself, the little town, just because we already had gone over here to learn the history of Sitka. And we spent so much time in the park and walking that we just really didn't spend that much time farther in. The path was wide and very easy to walk on. We really enjoyed the many totem poles along the path. The Tlingit defended themselves from a Russian assault in a fort they built near here. After the Russians were driven out of Sitka in 1802, the shaman predicted that they would return, and they urged the clans to build a new fortification strong enough to withstand cannon fire. They were put to the test in 1804, and for 6 days they fought, but they ended up running out of ammunition and having to leave the fort after dark, and they marched north. As we walked along the Indian River, we noticed that salmon were spawning, and it was a pretty amazing event because we could see the eagles and many birds in the area feeding off the salmon. So we're taking a little bit of a side path along this creek, and this is called Indian River, Indian Creek. Anyway, it's steaming with salmon and eagles and everything else trying to get to fish. Now, the amazing cycle of life of salmon. And this river was just full. And you almost wanted to get up and get in the water and help them go upstream. The Park Visitor Center houses a collection of Tlingit artifacts, many of them loaned to the National Park Service by the Tlingit clans. The Voices of Sitka video connects the stories of Sitkans present and past. Native artists work in studios devoted to textile arts, carving, and metalwork.
Well, good evening from Sitka. We haven't left yet, but all aboard time is 5:30, and but at 5:15 we have been invited to have dinner with one of the officers, and so we have to meet down at the Manhattan Room at 5:15. So that's kind of exciting, a nice invitation. As a Latitude member, it was something that we were able to participate in, and they found out that we could go there and have dinner. So that's what we're going to be doing. This is what I've changed into. Just, you guys have seen this before. It's just a little top with these pants and my sandals. And we had a wonderful day in Sitka. We got off the ship about 10:30, took the shuttle, and always suggest booking your shuttle time. They do offer shuttle service that's free, but to help with the crowd, you can book your shuttle time. So we were able to get into line for the 11 o'clock shuttle, and able to get downtown. We spent the day at the Sitka National Park and did some trails and got to see some salmon and an eagle, and even coming in we saw whales. We weren't looking for them specifically, but as we were sailing in, they were outside our balcony, and we got to see a few of them. So that was kind of nice. So anyway, we're gonna spend the evening with that and probably call it a night early. We do get into Juneau, let's see, Juneau at 9 o'clock in the morning until 10. So that's the depart, so 9:30 we'll be on board. But we will be on board way before that. We don't have anything planned tomorrow in Juneau, just to take the gold tram up. But oh guys, we couldn't have asked for a better day today. Let me go outside and show you again. So they're starting to put things away, tore down the tents and stuff. Last minute people coming to get on board. There's a tour group coming back. But we had a little sprinkle of rain, but not much, and it's just been beautiful. So hopefully this carries on into the other days coming up. That will be nice, because fortunate it was I got kind of hot. I overdressed, and it was nice to stop, and we got stopped at one of the local bars and had a cold beer, and we split fish and chips and a bowl of clam chowder. It was delicious. So anyway, come with me for the rest of the evening and see what we get up to. Well, as you can see, I didn't finish the video by showing you or recapping anything, but I can recap the dinner. We had a really nice dinner with the officers. We had 2 officers. There was about 8 of Latitude members there. And the Latitude member benefit, they offer dinner with the officers. It's free. You just have to sign up that you're interested in doing that. And throughout the cruise, they'll pick what night you can go. And it happened to be our night at Sitka. So we had a lovely dinner. I just didn't take any photos because we were, with other people, and it just wasn't that kind of a setting where I can just sit there and just take videos of stuff. But it was a nice dinner, and we didn't do much afterwards. We walked around, kind of walked off our dinner, went out to the back to see the trail, a little bit of the sunset, and called it a night. And so our next port will be Juneau. We head to Juneau. So stay tuned for that. I will do that next week, my video to Juneau. And I just want to thank everybody for coming along. If you've gotten to this part, you've already watched all the way through, please give me that thumbs up. Comment. If you have any questions, I'll answer everybody's question. And I'm pretty proud of that fact. I really am aware of people that have commented and liked my videos. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And share my video and subscribe if you haven't already. And in the meantime, I hope everybody's having a
good day today, whatever you're doing. And I hope you're being safe. And until next week, love you all. Bye-bye.